Yo, what's happening, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Millennials vs. the World. It's your boy K. Mims, the only spot you get authenticity and entertainment at the same time. Take a second, subscribe to the page, hit that notification bell so you get all content coming, whether it be Monday Night Crew, Last Name Loyalty, The Kickback by MVW, or Traffic Jam. Yo, what's happening, man? Appreciate everybody that's tapping in, man. My DC folks, y'all know the first stop of the Millennials vs. the World podcast party tour is jumping off May 17th. Tickets are live on Podge, sponsored by 3708. Salute to them. Also, The Kickback by MVW, April 26th, a throwback jersey party bait. Tap in, man. My bro DJ Marcus Sales on the 1 and 2. Shantae AST on Instagram is hosting. It's going to be a whole vibe, man. Come through. Salute to Black Girl Things in DC. We just collab with them. So, hey, man, salute to everything that's going on. Dolo episode today. How you feeling? How you living? How you feeling? We got a couple things we got to get up off the books, man. So before I get started, I got to know, am I tripping? Is it me or is it supposed to be hot already? I don't know where you live at. I'm in Washington, D.C. Well, Maryland, but Washington, D.C. The weather keep playing with my emotions, dog. Like it was 80 degrees one day, we outside. The next day, it's 30 degrees and my son's sick. Like what we doing? And I didn't know that I was ready for the weather to break the way I'm ready for it to break. Like I legit did not know when I touched that 80 degrees. It was like, oh, that's how we moving this year? That's how we moving on some real, like, you know what I'm saying? Or am I tripping? Tell me where you at. Tell me, is it hot yet? Because my people's I'm from North Carolina, so all my people's, everybody from the team is like, oh no, it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool today, and it's 60. Man, it's 30 right now. You see, I got a hoodie on. But anyway, man, let's go ahead and get into the show, dog. So my social news for this show. The social news for today's episode is, I don't know where you've been at, but Kendrick dropped the video for Luther featuring SZA. Dog, let's take a step back. Kendrick is dominating right now. Whether you want to get philosophical, say he's a real rapper, fake rapper, pop, whatever you want to say, Kendrick is dominating at a high level right now. The video is an absolute masterpiece visually. Now, I will say this. I did not know. I can't play it because of copyright, so go check it out and then come back. I did not know that it was kind of like this. The way the video goes is like, you know, obviously SZA's the girl of interest. Well, she's the girl that's singing the part of the interest, but it's kind of like this chick that's going through things, and he's like, I wish if I had you, it would be like this, and it would be perfect for you. But I think the dope part about it is the way Kendrick visually puts on what he's rapping. Like you can see the philosophical deepness of what he's saying, and the visual matches it. Him and SZA, I'm not gonna call them undefeated, but they got a good record, dog. You know what I'm saying? And it brings me back to when we used to go home and watch Rap City in the Basement, Hit the Streets with Cedar. Oh, no, Cedar's World, excuse me. Hits from the Streets, 106 in Park. Kendrick's visuals for this whole entire album have been A1. And the thing is it's so funny that, you know, we live in such a quick society where everything has to come out quick, has to come out hot. And he's showing you that, nah, as long as it's good, it can live, it can last long. Because that album been out for a minute. We had the Super Bowl, we had Not Like Us, we had Squabble Up, and now he's doing Luther. Like these visuals is keeping him very relevant through an album. We don't see very often somebody drop an album and then the videos keep the album alive. Like people usually drop a video or two, drop the album, go on tour, and that's what it is. Even though he's going on tour, he dropped that album and started and did the Super Bowl, and he's dropping videos that's keeping the album alive. Even though it's already firing, it doesn't need any help. Like the visuals aren't dying down with as time goes by with the album. Also, I love the way the song is about love. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think people really even sing or rap about that no more. But this specific song is really about like, hey, look, I'm in love with you, girl. You know what I'm saying? And like, if I had this, I'd do that. And the way it's seen, this is my opinion, it's like this chick that's stuck in a work life. You go watch the video that she can't get out of. And Kendrick is like, I still love you anyway. I understand you got to do that right now. But if this world was mine and I could, you'll never have to do that. But it's like the respect between two people that the respect between two people that's like, I know you love me. I might even love you too, but I have to do this right now because this is where I'm at. And it doesn't deter him from pursuing her. And I think the message in it now is like, bro, all of us are flawed somewhere. This is my opinion, K. Mims, nobody else. All of us are flawed somewhere, right? So we're all flawed, but there's no judgment in the video. There's no judgment in the song. And we all got things about other people that we may not like, or things about ourselves, or whatever the case may be. But like, the video shows you like, oh no, I understand that you got to be over there, I'm over here. But if I could be with you, I wouldn't care about anything that happened or anything that's going on now, because I believe you're that dope of a person. But yo, the visual is crazy, man. My wife watched it like 4 or 5 times. I watched it like 2 or 3 times, and then we just talked about it for like maybe an hour. But it's just fire to see a video of that magnitude, of that caliber, just still give like music video vibes. Like, and it's 5 minutes. Like, usually y'all know they're like 3-4 minutes. Like, and it's 5 minutes. I think that's just absolute fire, man. It was really dope to see. He did a hell of a job on that video. Brief intermission, but he did a hell of a job on that video. Go check it out. Kendrick, Luther, featuring SZA. It's fire. Topic number 2 for social news. Pop the Balloon I don't know if it just aired its first episode on Netflix. If you don't know, Pop the Balloon, the internet series, or the YouTube show that's been going absolutely crazy, controlling a little part of the culture right now. Arlette and her husband, BM, the artist, just did a deal with Netflix to executively produce Pop the Balloon for Netflix. Clarification. To a lot of people, the YouTube show is not stopping. They're just executively producing the one that's coming out on Netflix every Thursday at 8. My girl from, I don't know her name, my girl from Insecure, Issa's best friend, is the host. It is the host. So I think this Thursday was the first episode that came out. She's the host. I'm not gonna lie, I couldn't get through the whole episode, dog. I think, let me give my critique. First of all, salute to them for landing the deal. They're executively producing it. They're executive producers on the show. They deserve it. That ain't got nothing to do with how I feel about the show. They deserve their bag. They getting it. That's what's up. That's what's happening. That ain't got nothing to do with what I'm about to say. And they're smart because they getting that bag over there, and they're continuing their YouTube show that's getting the absolute bag. Now, my thing is this. Pop the Balloon had already started to kind of cross over to like authentic people trying to find love, to like somewhat clout chasing, somewhat people trying to find love. I think the host and the executive producer, BM, the artist, do a great job of still maintaining the integrity of the show, of reminding people or challenging why they popped, or their thought process, or some of the things they do that you could tell is just for attention. Like, I think they do a great job of that. However, you can't control what type of people are signing up and what type of people want to come. But the show is still good enough to watch. You know what I mean? At one point in time, I felt like on Wednesday when it dropped, I had to see it. Now it's kind of like I'll catch it before the next one comes out. It's still a great show. They still gonna get their bag. I think it's amazing. X, Y, and Z. Now for the Netflix show. It's not as entertaining. I could not get through the whole thing, but I also can acknowledge it's not for me. That show is for a different audience. That show is not for us. Let me not generalize. That show is not for me. So I can accept the fact that I'll probably never watch the Netflix one again. I just had to see what it was growing into to try to make sense of it for me. But you know, I think most of the stuff on Netflix, like Love is Blind, Love Island, on linear TV, like, so that's on Netflix, linear TV, like Love at First Sight, Lock Up After Dark, Lock Up at the Prison, all them joints. That got to talk to everybody. I feel like the YouTube show kind of talks to a certain different demographic, but they were smart to sign that off and create that, get that bag for that, and let it touch another demographic in the way that Netflix sees fit. I think it will be successful because the same people that love like Love is Blind, Love Island, The Circle, that what's the word I'm looking for? that level of what's the word I'm looking for? That tier of show that Netflix produced, that's a different. I'm not saying that we don't watch it, but that's for a broader reach of across different demographics. I feel like the initial show is more specific to a certain demographic, which is okay. They're getting their bag either way. Same concept. I think Arlette is a really hard host to duplicate. She does a really great job. I'm so sorry that I forgot my girl name from Insecure. But she does a decent job. You know what I mean? It's no hate to her. It's hard shoes to fill. It's hard for us not to compare. It's hard for us not to compare the YouTube show to the Netflix show. But you know, people was in an uproar this week. People was in an uproar this week about it, and rightfully so, dog. Like it's a hard situation to be in. And also, I would say that I don't know if that show is actually about love. Because if I'm not mistaken, hold on, let me look. I don't think they said. Nah, it's just called Pop the Balloon Live. So it's not or find love like the other one. And it also says, my bad. And it also says reality stars and everyday singles test their romantic chemistry in this live dating experience hosted by, is it Von Orgy? Orge? Don't judge me. But the point I'm making is they don't say or find love. It's a dating experiment, so it's not about love. It's about dating and the entertain. That's more entertainment based than actual finding love. Nevertheless, man, salute on Arlette and BM, the artist that actually got to got the deal with Netflix. They're executive producers on it. Boom, do your thing. Salute. Let's get into these topics of the show, man. So I wrote these down because it's a couple conversations we gotta have, man. And my topics is like, so my first one is about our 30s, dog. I was born in 1990. I'll be 35 later this year. Our 30s is hitting a little different as millennials right now. You know what I'm saying? And let me explain what I mean. Me and my bro was having a talk yesterday, Lewis, about like the what 30s are. Hey, get lost in this transition if you want to. Get lost in this transition if you want to. And the transition I'm talking about is 30s are hitting different right now because we're really figuring out all the things we didn't know. Like all the things we thought 30 was going to be like, we're figuring out like, it's not like this, but it is like this. And this was true, but that ain't true. And with politics, family dynamics, dating, married, single, whatever it is, you realizing like, bro, you have way less control over the things that you think. And what I mean by that is like all of us, you know, hustle culture, getting to the bag, banging it out, X, Y, Z. That's cool. But the biggest side of this is like, hey, man, did we think about the actual like personal growth it takes to be still standing in a healthy place in your 30s? Again, for my case specifically, I'm married with 2 kids, got a career, got businesses, and X, Y, and Z. And it's like, I'm realizing like, man, time. As much as I want to be with some of my folks and my family and go chill, it's like, I feel bad that I have to pick and choose. Like between the times. And what I mean by that is like, it's about to be spring break. I'm going on the beach with me, my wife, and my 2 kids, right? But in the past, I used to go home and go see my family from NC at that time. But like right now, I don't have the capacity or time to do both. And having to choose really tests relationships. And it's not saying that people are taking it negatively, but it's just like, damn, dog, we really like in the decision-making phase for families. It's not even for yourself no more. You're making decisions not only for your primary family, but decisions that affect the bigger picture of family because there's a power shift. If you want to hear more about that, go check out the Monday Night Crew. We talked about the dynamic shifting there. But like the 30s are hitting different right now if you're not embracing them. That's what I'm trying to say. If you're not embracing being 30 and the transitions and the wealth of knowledge and time and money that comes, bruh, you can crumble easily, my guy. It get real wicked when you not really understanding like, hey, bro, like We not kids no more. And personally, I won't share too much, but personally, there's a lot of transition that's happened in my life with people I care about, and things like that. But like, I had my bro Jay ask me like, "Dag, bro, like, how is that for you?" And I had to tell him like, I'm not a kid no more, bro. Like, my position on the way things happen, you think everything's happening to you. And as you get older, if you embracing your 30s, you kind of can identify what's happening to you, what's happening for you, what's happening what's happening with you, if that makes sense. Like, this thing is happening, but it may not directly affect me, but I need to be there for other people. So as unfortunately, I've had a lot of life experiences with grieving and losing a lot of people, whether it be friends that are still here, whether it be loved ones that are no longer here, whatever, or friends that's no longer here, whatever it may be. In my 30s, I've accepted that I'm now a pillar in that space versus like, oh my God, I'm so sad. I can feel my feelings and I could be sad and I can cry, whatever the case may be. But what I'm saying is now I have a responsibility to make sure my wife is good, my kids are good, my family structure, primary and secondary, have more space and foundation to fall on, because sometimes you got to be the strength for others and then find your strength for yourself later on. And if you ain't having real conversations with yourself, then it's going to be a problem. And I don't think it's a problem for other people. It's going to be a problem for you. Like, and that's just what it is. You know what I mean? And why the 30s are hitting different for some, because I'm going to tell you what's been getting me on TikTok. They have this little template where it shows what year you was born. And it's a lot of women doing it. They're saying like, basically if you was born before 95 and you're in your 30s, they just showing what it looks like. And you realize like we also look a lot younger than what 30, well, I'm 34, but 34 looked like when we saw 34, you look like, damn, bro, you look old as hell. You know what I'm saying? But now I think we are a little more intentional about taking care of ourselves and have a little more access to things that those people back then may have not, in order to maintain their youthfulness, quote unquote. But it's just hitting different right now, dog. And you got to check on your people. You got to check on yourself. And you got to figure out where let me not say you. I had to figure out where my priorities are going to land in order for everything else to go. But man, as millennials, bro, we better tighten up. Because if we don't, I think we're not going to have much space to lead those under us, because we got a responsibility to our kids. But millennials got to do a better job of having the responsibility of the community after us. And I don't know if we're pouring into the community after us, because we kind of can get blinders. We're kind of like out of sight, out of mind. We got to do this. We got to push forward. We got to da-da-da. Like that's the thing that sometimes can get lost in translation. Like, we'll take care of us. We'll take care of the immediate family. The secondary family gets some love, but the community is kind of dying out because we don't pour into that the same way we once did. So if you're not ready or prepared to embrace what comes in your 30s, because again, I'm 34 and we talk about this all the time. Am I getting older? Yes. Do I feel old? No. I just don't like the same stuff, which I don't think anybody should. Year to year, month to month. Sometimes damn near week to week, hell, sometimes day to day. You know what I mean? But acknowledging and embracing your 30s is such a beautiful thing if you understand where you're trying to go. So millennials, embrace your 30s, dog, because they hitting different. Let's come down the line. What's next, man? Oh, yeah, this is going to get me. I'm going to be short-winded on this, because this is a place where I feel like a lot of people are at, and it's bothering me a whole lot, and I don't really know how to handle it myself. You know what I'm saying? Bruh. So, grace. Everybody's in this mode of like, give people grace, you should give more grace, give yourself grace, give this person grace, you get 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 grace. No, man. Stop giving all that grace, dog. Grace, in my opinion, is for the first time. It's either your first time, you were ignorant to it, or I'm gonna just go there. First time or ignorant to it. We need to give more accountability. I'm not giving you grace on time number 4, dog. I'm not. And I don't feel bad about it. And I hope you don't want to give somebody grace in time number 4, 5, 6. And I ain't gonna get into relationships with cheating. Period. Hey, look, I'm saying this. K. Mims and Minute, I can't say, I think it's 21. Look, man, give grace the first time. The second time you get half grace. After that, I ain't got nothing for you, dog. You just making a conscious decision. I really feel like after the first time you making a conscious decision. But hey, things happen. Context matters. I don't know everything about everyone. But what I can tell you is we're giving way too much grace now, dog. Entirely too much grace. Let me be clear. If you don't want to hear this part, that's on you. I'm not saying don't give grace. We are giving too much grace. Grace is for the ignorant who do not know, or somebody that made a mistake for the first time. I absolutely get that. I absolutely agree. Outside of that, miss me with that grace stuff, bro, because we creating opportunities for people just to be doing jokers dirty. I almost said a different word. We creating opportunities for people just to be out here doing what they want and thinking grace is going to get them by. No, sir. No, sir. Not at all. And what really gets me is people say it so freely, hey, I got to give them some grace. On what? That's their 5th time doing it. What grace we giving? Because at some point you telling somebody to do that to you. And you can't get mad. And this goes for relationships, family, friends, whatever. You can't get mad at somebody for doing what you allow them to. Because accountability could look like removing yourself. Like, oh, no, dog, you did this. I forgive you, but I'm not giving you the opportunity to do it again. That don't mean you hate them. That don't mean you petty. That don't mean you biased. That mean like, hey, bro, you ain't learning. And I'm not going to keep. Hey, man, too much grace, dog. Too much grace. And now be clear. If somebody make the same mistake in a different environment because the circumstances and context changes, I probably will have a little more grace for that second time. But same environment, same person, same context, I don't have grace for that. And I'm the same way for myself. I'm not going to have a pity party if I keep doing the same thing. If I keep getting paid every Friday and going shopping until I ain't got no money in my account every Friday because I can't have no discipline and I'm broke eating bologna next week mad. No, I'm not going to keep doing that. I'm not going to keep doing that and then judge people if they be like, hey, bro, I'm not doing that with you no more. Because help me understand that. And maybe y'all can help me. Where's the grace cutoff? Because I feel like it's overused and underutilized. No, I feel like now you giving people say, give me grace just so they can do something crazy. Nah, dog, I'm not doing that. That it just don't sit well with me. I don't know no other way to handle that. You know what I mean? And I think everybody around the time is just dealing with so much BS that they think they can do things that affect people because they dealing with the BS. Nah, bro. Like I'm not on that and I'm not in that world. And I could be wrong. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm think this is back to embracing your 30s for the previous topic. Like I could be wrong, but I'm willing to stand on that. If that's wrong, then I'm just wrong. But I'm not going to give you multiple opportunities to do the same thing over and over and over and over. So I'm not sure about that. Let me know what y'all think though, dog. Let me know what y'all think about grace. Are we giving too much grace as anybody? That's not just a millennial thing. Are we giving too much grace in different places or are we good for real? Y'all let me know. So y'all know if y'all watch the Monday Night Crew, y'all know this breakdown. So this fair or foul is from my great bro, DJ Marcusell. So fair or foul. Your partner never saying I love you back even when you say it. I'm not going to lie. That's absolutely foul. I don't even care if I know you love me and you say it first a lot. I love you too is probably one of the simplest validation things in a marriage. Even though it has this, some people say it out of routine. I say it because I mean it. Like saying I love you too is probably one of the biggest words of affirmation to validate your partner's feelings. It's foul if you never say it back. And key word is back. Like if you just say it all the time, but I say it to you and you're like, oh yeah, well, I don't feel like saying it right now. So nah, dog. We got action. We got beef. See, grace. The first one, like, hey, babe, why you say it back? The second one, we ain't giving no grace on that, man. That's crazy to me. That's all I'm saying. That's crazy to me, man. That's crazy to me. But anyway, I just think it's foul. I don't know if you think it's going to be fair. So y'all let me know, is that fair or is that foul? Because why would I be with somebody that I know loves me but won't say it back? I don't really care about the circumstance. I really don't care about the circumstance in that regard. You know what I mean? Like, that ain't for me to care about too much. Nah, I need you to say it back because I'm saying it to you. And we'll move around about all the other stuff the way we need to. But that's crazy to me, dog. That's foul as I don't know what. If people move like that in real life, I'm not sure why people would be with them. If I'm saying I love you all the time and you ain't saying nothing back, I'm not sure why I would do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know why I would even entertain you for real. So I think it's foul. Let me know what y'all think, man. Is that fair or foul if your partner never says I love you back even when you say it? And let me be clear. Even when I get in arguments or me and my wife are disagreeing, I say it back because it doesn't change the fact that I love you. But I'll say I love you too, but that doesn't change that we got to have another conversation afterwards. Or I may say it to say like, hey, look, I still love you. Ain't nothing going nowhere, but we disagree right now, and that's cool. But it's the never saying it back is crazy. I don't care what you feeling, what you thinking. Come on, man. Validate somebody's feelings. Don't be like that, man. But hey, anyway, man, this is another episode of Millennials vs. the World. Appreciate y'all tapping in. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you get all content coming to the page. I'm out.